Hey, it's Paul Blough, time for another 5x5, and this time of the year we're thinking about what's coming up. It's the brand new start, 2017, and what's going to be new in technology, what's going to be big, what's going to be awesome, and what's going to impress us. A couple of things that really strike me as going to be very, very important in this coming year. Virtual reality is really starting to get exciting and to be able to get some energy behind it. We saw several sets come out last year. HTC Vive with Valve, the Steam engine behind it, one of the really, really cool products out there. Sony offered VR with the PlayStation. And then, of course, Facebook surprisingly has a great VR platform in the Oculus when they purchased it, and then they believe that that's going to be integral to social media. So it's kind of interesting to see how that all is going to mature. And there are many other platforms out there that are either already being deployed or are almost ready to be deployed. So VR is pretty interesting. Now, I do want to kind of caution you that I think it's really in an infant stage. And what that means is there's going to be a lot of changes that are going to occur. We really don't know who's going to win these battles. Lots of different platforms. People are going to fall, people are going to rise, and maybe even the guy that actually dominates the platform even isn't on the market just yet. But it is definitely here to stay, and it is definitely approaching the point where it can be used by individuals. So first place it'll show up is in the home. We were seeing it, like I said already, with predominantly the PlayStation VR headset. That's a lot of people have PlayStations, and it's really easy to add that on if you can find it, because it's completely sold out right now. But where will that affect into business? Well, so in business, I don't really think that VR has nearly the opportunity in business that it does in the home end, predominantly because I don't really imagine that you want to wear a big lumpy headset like, 8 hours a day. That doesn't sound fun to me. It sounds like it would give me some neck problems, and doesn't sound like it would be something exciting whatsoever. However, I do think that augmented reality is going to be extremely important to businesses. Now, okay, what's the difference between virtual reality and augmented reality? Virtual reality is I'm basically taking a monitor and strapping it to my eyes, and I'm looking into that, and it's context sensitive. It's going to tell me, as I move my head, I'm going to feel like I'm in that virtual world. But in augmented reality is much more like having just a face shield in front of me, or maybe even just glasses, where I'm able to look through that, still can see the real world, interact with people, interact with things, but I can overlay additional information onto that. And so that allows me to look at an individual perhaps, and using facial recognition software and a camera that might be attached to that headset or that glasses, it identifies somebody, sticks their name above their head, and me, who can never remember anybody's names, I'm suddenly the most popular guy around because I'll remember everybody's names now. And then you look in things like in factory jobs, in engineering work, where they were able to take and look maybe at specifications. I've seen examples, prototypes where like a plumber could take a look at a sink, and then he could see all of the different parts kind of just break out in augmented reality, so he'd know exactly what tools he needs or what pieces go where. So some of those are pretty exciting opportunities. So virtual reality, I think, is going to be a huge, huge thing. But I think augmented reality is going to be even more. Now, this is going to continue to develop next year, and so we're going to definitely watch this. And stay tuned. Next show, we'll talk about some other things that are coming up in the near future.